Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. I'll put on the screen a timestamp for where you can skip to the picks, but before that, I want to talk about the new format of the channel. I'm going to be posting less positive EV picks, but they're going to be greater positive EV, if that makes sense. So before I was sharing picks that were probably around like 0.01, 0.03, like very small numbers because I wanted to get more picks out. From now on, I'm going to only share like it's got to be at least around zero point 0.3. Like I'm done sharing like 0.01, 0.04s, whatever, like very, very small margin positive EV picks. I'm going to share less picks, but with greater percentage EV. So this is the OddsGM EV tool. I got the free trial just because I want to see the math and like the general rules of thumb. I'm going to probably cancel it because I can't afford $150 a month because my bankroll isn't that high. And also can't bet on money lines and true like lines because I'm in California. So it's just not worth it. My bankroll's too low and I can't use all the tools. So this is just a free trial to see all the math. But for example, here I have a example case, right? We have John Collins. His average is minus 133 favorite, right? So minus 133 average. This is if you actually like take out like average sports vig odds, minus 133 is actually negative EV by a little bit. So I will show that. So for example, you see Bet Online has negative 133, Bodog has negative 135, and I want to just show you here. So right, so this is showing you the specific sportsbooks cut, right? So this is how much money they take or the juice that they add to their lines. So like this is the odds that the sports books give to like make money. Um, and you can see on average most sports books charge around a 6% profit margin. So if you actually go over here, right? So here we have John Collins, but this is stripping the sportsbook 6% cut out of the odds, and you actually see, right, that we recall Bodog was minus 135, right? Okay, 135, 133, Bet Online and Bodog, right? So Bodog was at minus 135. Once you take Bodog's no vig strip, or if you take their vigs out of it, the actual odds are the true odds are minus 118, which is lower than minus 119. So if you put this into a prize picks, you would be like negative 0.00 whatever EV. This would be like a very break even play, not what we're looking for. So yes, every sports book charges a different vig. They like see like even like okay, let's see, Pinnacle charges 7.1%. This guy charges 5.6. But if we average this all out, it's around 6%. So what I'm gonna start doing to like screen through these faster is assume a 6%, okay, and then take the 6% off the average line. So right here, this is the average. So for example, if the average is 135 with a 6% vig stripped out of it, it should go to 118, right? This is just what this is showing. Or yeah, Bovada and Bodog both had it at minus 135. So you see Bovada at minus 135. If you take the 6% vig out of a 135 favorited line, it goes to negative 118, which is not enough to beat prize picks at minus 119 five pick flex odds. So the average has to be 136 or like 137, like minus 137 or greater average. Or if the average is minus 133, but some books like Pinnacle have it priced at, I think, negative 162. So there's gonna be like odd cases where some books will like the average will be skewed, but one book will have it heavily favored, and I'll just like make a not gut call, but like a game time decision to like say, okay, the average is skewed because some books have it way lower, some books have it way higher, but I'm gonna trust that Pinnacle is the most accurate according to the OddsJam people. So I'm gonna basically this is pulling up all the other averages, but I'm gonna assume that this one is true because I've been told that Pinnacle is very accurate. So if you just average these all out, let's just say the average is like truly without everything being pulled down like minus 137. So really you take the 6% cut off that, you're like slightly positive EV, right? So this is why the EV tool shows this. You see the true no vig odds, you're getting 0.91 edge on the book. Like it's not that much. That's why it's 0.35%. So not very much, but I just wanted to show this example because I wanted to be clear about how I'm restructuring the channel's picks, and I wanted you guys to like understand the math. Hopefully it made sense. If you have comments, just post them. I probably explained that really poorly. I apologize if I did. But today I'm going to show you guys just like all the positive EV picks from the EV tool that I'm using my free trial for, as well as the picks that I found on my own that weren't on this, because some NFL picks, like the spread between the books is so big that like the EV tool can't hit it. Like for example, like some books will have like Trevor Lawrence like pass yards at 250, and some will have it like 255. So the positive EV tool can't actually like compare the same line because every book has it at a different line. So I found some other ones that aren't on the EV tool, but I'll just scroll up. So just like if you want to pause this, this is whatever you see the date and the time. Just these are the best plays. So apparently, Jaren Jackson over 3.5 is good. Take that. Player steals and blocks, and then all these other people. Yeah, so these are all the picks. So just take these picks, and then if you go under, here's Jake Elliott. Yeah, just like take these picks if you like them, but I'm gonna go over other ones right now on my Prizepicks, right? So I had the John Collins, but this is just saved for later. I will go to, so here is my first rotation of picks. These two were in the positive EV tool. I don't know if either they got removed or what happened or they got moved, but here's a non-refresh line, not non-refresh positive EV tool, and you see Dak over 13.5 is 0.5% positive, and you open it up. I'm assuming this will be a pretty good example to illustrate my point earlier. Okay, turns out, yeah, so basically there's only, I guess, one book here, but it's actually, like, DraftKings has it too. Oh my god, it closed on my things. Okay, whatever. If you go to NFL and, like, refresh this, oh my goodness, okay, and then you go to rush yards, you go to Dak. They moved it. That's why it won't show. But he's even favored to go over 14.5. So if they lowered that by 1 yard, he'd be favored by a nice margin of EV profit, whatever you want to call it. So, well, where were we? I'm being stupid. Okay, I was here. So if you go to Dax over 13.5, that's the first pick. And then Luka under 0.5 block shots. Where's that at? Here. Right, but you see this right here is like the no vig odds, meaning that this number right here where my cursor is with the sportsbooks stripped out of it. So these are the true odds of the pick happening. So you see this is only like 0.38% positive, 0.25% or 0.23% positive, very little. But here are some of those picks. And Brock Purdy and Trevor Lawrence aren't on the positive EV tool, but if you go over to here, you see Trevor Lawrence is very favored, and as we covered earlier, most sportsbooks have a 6% cut in their vig. So if you take that 6% off of this minus 145, it's the true odds are going to be greater than minus 119, because we said earlier that it's with a 6% cut on a minus 130, I think it was 37, was like 0.5 like cents more positive, which was like 0.3% EV, something like that. But just know that basically if the sportsbooks with the sportsbooks vig is above negative 137, then it's positive EV, generally speaking, rule of thumb. And then this is 145 over, so we'll take that here. And then we have where are we? Brock Purdy. Oh, wrong tab. We have Brock Purdy's over. Well, 1.5 is negative 130, but see that would be negative EV. But then if we go over to my tab, we have Pinnacle here at negative 138 and Bet Online at negative 143, and these are pretty accurate books. So every book has it favored, but Pinnacle and Bet Online have it more favored than the rest. So is XBet. So if we average out like all the picks, it's like 134, but like these picks, like this 122 is pulling it down, and I'm just going to assume that it's anywhere between 130 and 143, so we'll call it like 137. So very barely positive EV, but that's what we're here for. And I think Brock has passed for 2 touchdowns like every single time he's played like the football game, right? Look, I mean, like kind of a walking lock, but that's one of the picks. Travis Etienne, 205 receptions, is not on the positive EV tool, but if you go to the DraftKings thing here and you look at the Etienne, negative 135, So 135 is like -118 no vig, which is still lower. But if I pulled it up, heck, where am I at? I don't know. I didn't pull it up, but if you go to OddsJam, some books have it like a little bit higher. It's barely positive EV, but I'm trying to get you guys some more exposure to like barely positive EV that you guys have more picks. So that's one of the picks there. These are all non. Oh yeah, here's the Jake Elliott pick, um, from the positive EV tool. Where's the positive EV tool? Jake Elliott over. Right, this is like barely favored. This is 0.23% positive EV. But I'm gonna just go through my picks. A lot of these picks are tailed from Alex Monahan's Twitter. I recommend following that. He posts every day multiple parlays and stuff, and they're all positive EV. I mean, he owns the website, so or founded this website, so of course he has free access. He knows how to use it very well, and you can just tail his picks, or you can follow his Pickett app. It shows you all his picks, I think, before he posts it on Twitter too. But I'll just go through these if you guys care. These are all positive EV. I don't know if they'll still be up because normally after he posts them, they get taken down or bumped. So yeah, I'll just like scroll through all these picks. There was a lot of promotions today. You get the $20 flex, and you get the Luca Square. So hopefully you guys can make some money with that. Hopefully these picks hit. I mean, I'm just tailing Alex. Because he has the website too, and he is quite the intelligent human being in terms of finding positive EV picks. So hopefully my rambling in this video made sense, and you guys accept my apology for giving you guys like -118 true odds when it needs to be over -119, or somewhere around there where it's like either like tied at -119 or like -120, like very barely positive EV picks. Hope you guys can forgive me for giving you guys those picks, and we can move on. And now I'm gonna give you like slightly less amounts of picks, but they're gonna all be higher quality. But yeah, I'm just like scrolling through these. Some of these were from a couple days ago, so the lines are probably moved. So if they're moved, probably don't take them. But I'm just showing you guys all the picks so you guys know like what I'm working with in terms of like how much money I have done in entries, and as well as like what I'm working with in terms of overall picks, right? I'll just keep scrolling through this. You guys can pause as you please. Like that, whatever. Yeah, so these are old. I placed these a while ago. So these are probably all different numbers, as well as you don't have access to some of the picks, but yeah, that's about it. Okay, thanks for watching.